started out one game behind CCSU, now you're one game ahead. Like going.
That's a huge momentum builder for us. I was just saying to my team that you don't talk before the game about how important the games are because you don't want people to overpressure themselves, but these were huge. I mean, we came out and did what we needed to do today. We needed both wins, and we got them. So, and the kids did a great job of just enjoying themselves and playing the game. Just let the chips fall where they may, put the ball in play the game, and they did.
Coach, can you talk about Heather's performance today? First coming in that tough spot in the first game, and then pushing the complete game in the second one. Just talk about her overall performance today.
Well, she came in and really displayed a lot of mental toughness. She doesn't have a real explosive delivery. She's more smooth off the mound, so when she has to battle wind, she doesn't have a whole lot extra to put into it. So she just got mentally tough and figured out a way to adjust her pitches and still get the strikes called. She just pitched amazingly well today, and being able to have their batters face her 6 and 7 times and still be able to get them out that's a sign of really good things to come for our program. So she came up huge for us today.
Coach, you had a quick hook on Quinto in the first game. Was that a lack of confidence in her or confidence in Heather to come in and get the job done?
I would say confidence in Heather to come in and get the job done. Also having been something we talked about. I told Jamie that she would pitch once to each of their hitters, probably not much more. I did not want them to see her twice. And Jamie's been making a lot of adjustments in her motion, and I want to make sure that we keep setting her up for success, and so that she remains confident in the changes that she's made, and she just keeps rolling from here. She has a little bit of an unorthodox delivery, but when she gets hitting on all cylinders, she's a good pitcher. But I just wanted to make sure that we continue to set her up for success, and that's something we talked about before the game. So.
Behind Heather, you guys pretty much, she's gotten basically all your wins so far. You guys feel pretty confident going ahead into the NEC play now. You just started up.
Without question. And we had the luxury today of throwing her as much as we did because we have a non-conference doubleheader tomorrow, which will give some of our other pitchers a chance to pitch. And, luckily, our schedule worked out that way for us. So our defense plays very confident behind her, and that's something that our other pitchers are learning to build for their defense. If they pitch well, our defense is going to be confident, and the other pitchers are coming around to that. So it's good stuff. We're in good shape, I think.
Coach, can you talk about Jessamenda? As of late, she's been just hitting the guy of the ball. The increased playing time, you think this is more to come?
Oh, absolutely. She's absolutely on fire right now. I think she's only not hit one time so far in all the conference opportunities that she's had. So, she's a freshman who we knew coming in could hit. She actually injured her quad out in California, and she missed about 20 games trying to come back from that. So the timing was just about perfect for us to get her back in there for conference, and she has responded big time. And she's a confident hitter. She knows she can hit, and you'd be surprised the number of beautiful swings you've seen, but the kid swing, executing that swing just doesn't really have that belief in themselves yet. And that's a freshman with a belief in herself, and she's going to do very well. So.
Your team coming into today's game was 6-21. Before the game, they're singing, dancing, smiling. How important is that they're not down on themselves before the game?
It's huge, and it's actually something we talked about yesterday. They get more excited for a medicine ball workout than they do for a game sometimes, and it's because they pressure themselves a lot. And that's something we've been working on with them and trying to explain that you don't need to fear the ball game. You guys are good players, and whether you go 0 for 3 or 3 for 3, it doesn't mean you're any less of a player or any more of a player. You're good players. You're going to play well, regardless of what the line score says at the end of the game. And we've just been really trying to hammer that point home and get them to understand that the game is supposed to be fun. And it doesn't all of a sudden become not fun if you don't perform up to whatever standard you put out there for yourself. And I think today they accepted that today and said, you know what, no matter what happens, I'm going to have fun. So I think it worked well.
Thanks.
All right, thanks guys.
The second game, the ball goes off the fence. It goes about a foot higher. It's a home run. Right after that, all the fireworks happened. Do you kind of wish that you got that extra foot and went out?
I was actually thinking, it's funny that you bring that up. I was actually thinking on that at bat, I'm hitting a home run with this at bat. I was thinking it because I knew Jess was going to get on. I had a good feeling about her hitting, obviously, today. She was doing awesome. and I'm like, I knew she's gonna get on, so I was like, I'm gonna hit the ball hard. I'm gonna hit it over the fence this time. And I think the wind just pulled it down a little bit. It would have been great if it went over, but I knew that after it stayed in, I knew that my teammates would get us around, so I knew it would be a good inning.
Talk about Heather today, just unbelievable performance in both games. How big is she been for this?
She's been awesome, absolutely awesome for our team, and her confidence, just kind of, it helps everybody else. It helps everyone else build their confidence. And when she's on the mound, she doesn't hold anything back. She goes all out, and that's kind of what our team's been working on, having everybody just give their best effort and just go all out and do what they can. And Heather just pitches the ball really well, She's got some pitches that people just don't know how to handle. So she does a really good job out there. She works very hard.
Wow!